He was better back then than he is today. He didn't have shak in the preservation of Quran back then.
So Shaykh Othman ibn Farooq is talking about Yasir Qadi, and he is declaring that he is like out of Islam because he was a better man before when he was believing in the preservation of Quran, and now he is not believing that, so he is not a good man now, which means he is out of Islam. And he is using the word, Arabic word shak, which is also an Urdu word, Pakistani language word for doubt. So what he is declaring, Yasir Qadi never used these words in any one of his interview on the preservation of Quran. What Yasir Qadi is claiming, that is a true fact about Qurans, but he never said that he has a doubt on Quran. So this must be, and I'm going to give you a proof that this is from the private talk which Shaykh Othman ibn Farooq is making it public. His private talk with Yasir Qadi, where Yasir Qadi told him that he has doubt or shak, then Shaykh Othman ibn Farooq has put the life of Yasir Qadi in danger. And as an American, when we see something, we say something for the security and safety of someone. So someone should share this knowledge, this information with Yasir Qadi. Shaykh Othman ibn Farooq has teamed up with Freed Fraud Response. Yes. This man, Freed Fraud, first made the private emails of Yasir Qadi public and put Yasir Qadi life in danger. And now Shaykh Othman ibn Farooq has teamed up Freed Frauds and made his private talk with Yasir Qadi public and put the life of Yasir Qadi in trouble. As you can see on your screens, this is Pakistani Muslim scholar Junaid Jamshed, and at Pakistani airport, he was beaten up. Why? Because he was having the same situation of Yasir Qadi. Yasir Qadi is also Pakistani American and must have going to Pakistan often. So he needs to be careful. And this Muslim scholar Junaid Jamshed, by just reading Quran and saying something truth about Quran from Quran 48:2, which talks about the sins of Muhammad, he just read and recited that and was trying to explain that, and other Muslim scholars said that he has done a blasphemy, he has done something and said something wrong about Quran. So same is the situation of Yasir Qadi. Yasir Qadi is speaking truth. This Muslim scholar Junaid Jamshed said truth about Quran and about Muhammad. Yasir Qadi is saying something truth about Quran and on the preservation of Quran, that there are different Qurans. So if Yasir Qadi is also Pakistani American and is going often to Pakistan, then he must and he should be careful. And my advice is, after the statement and claim of Shaykh Othman ibn Farooq, Yasir Qadi should not go to Pakistan, because his life is in problem now. By making his private talk public, where he is telling that he has shak, he has doubt on the preservation of Quran, then after that, my suggestion to Yasir Qadi is that don't go Pakistan. And this was his private talk with Shaykh Othman. You can hear that from Shaykh Othman.
Problematic.
But there's context for his videos.
So I watched the whole video. I talked to him personally.
So this was his personal talk, private talk, which he has made public and put the life of Yasir Qadhi at risk. So what Yasir Qadhi is saying, Yasir Qadhi is not publicly talking about his doubt or shak. He is just telling the truth. Let us hear that.
The various different ways to recite the Quran. We are not talking about different voices or different styles. We're talking about slight differences in pronunciations, slight differences in letters, slight differences in harakat. In other words, if you were to compare two printed Qurans, you're going to see differences between them. And this is something that many people are unaware of and many people have heard but are not fully familiar with.
And Yasir Qadhi point is, by stating truth about Quran, his point is Muslims are leaving Islam because we are lying with Muslims. So Yasir Qadhi wants to be straightforward with Muslims, wants to say something truth about Quran with Muslims, but Shaykh Othman ibn Farooq and the scholars like Farid Fraud, they still want to hide this. But Yasir Qadhi conscience is appealing him that to say something truth. And we know that truth is haram in Islam. So what Yasir Qadhi needs to do now? According to his conscience, he is not fit for Islam and he cannot go anywhere publicly. We know what happened with Mufti Abu Layth. So Yasir Qadhi, you need to be careful. You need to save yourself, your family, and my suggestion, my advice is do not go to Pakistan, especially after this, when a Pakistani American, your co-scholar, your friend, Shaykh Othman ibn Farooq has made public your talk about Quran with him, which was private, now that is public. That you have doubts about Quran and the preservation of Quran. So if your conscience is appealing you, attracting you, telling you to speak the truth, live an honest life, then you need to come to the truth. One who said that I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. He is Al-Hadi, He is Al-Haq, He is Al-Muhi. And you need to come to that truth. If your conscience is telling you to speak truth and live an honest life, then you need to come to this truth. And Lord bless you for that.